Good morning, fifth grade artists. I want to show you how to create a textured landscape. And you could make anything you want in this landscape, like some trees, a hill, a house, or all of those elements. But before we create the picture, or you create the picture, I want you to go around your house and find some objects that have some elements that have texture to them. Such as sandpaper. I happen to have purple sandpaper, which is very cool. Regular sandpaper, recyclable cracker and cookie boxes that have been broken down and flattened, newspaper, maybe some wax paper. So start your collection, have your collection, and a really cool thing to do is to make your own painted a nubby paint. So I have regular paint, whatever paint you have at home, put a little bit in some kind of shallow container, put out a dollop of paint, and then I don't know if you can take a walk to the beach, but if you can get some sand, sand works really well. It's gritty and it's got a nice texture to it. And you need a plastic spoon, and I already put some sand in here, but if you want to add a little bit more, just a little bit, and it actually deepens the color of the red a little bit too. But this is a nice, you're making your own textured paint. This was a phone case. So not only are my recyclables the paint and the containers are also recyclable. Okay, that's a nice paint. Now, well, here's some painted papers that I used before that I might use in my textured landscape. Now, if you have an old comb, these are all combs. I don't really use them in my hair, but you can use them in the paint. So you need a piece of paper. Actually, I'm going to use this paper. Just a piece of paper. And I am going to paint it a nice amount to your window of glue. You see the grit? Don't let it dry, because you're going to run your comb or toothbrush or pick into it. These are picks. Take note of the sounds that you make when you're creating art. And also, the gray color of this construction paper, I think it adds to the color and texture of the work. If I was using a white paper, it would be a little different. I do everything by feel. I think you might know that. Okay. Now this is already textured, but if you want to give it some lines or some squiggles with a comb, this is kind of an adventurous project. Okay. Let's try the pick. This is like a comb pick. I'm dragging the comb through it. If you don't like it, you could always brush it away. Let's try another texture. I don't know if the toothbrush is going to work. Not so much. But you could always give it a try. It's an old toothbrush. Here's a different kind of comb. For lines. And when you're happy with your texture, put it to the side and let it dry. You can make a couple of these, and if you have different color paints, you can use different color paints and create textured paper.